We begin tonight with George Will, NewsNation senior political contributor. Is this a little bit like the curse the Cubbies had for a while, or that the Red Sox had for a while, and they've got to figure out how to deal with it?
Well, the Cubs curse lasted 108 years, so I don't think this will last quite that long. It was interesting, Leland, the sound you just had from Kamala Harris. She said, a new way forward. The implication being the way we were going is inadequate, but she was there. She said, we're going to turn the page. What was wrong with the old page? Part of her problem is, her principal statement to the country is, acknowledging inflation, she says, I'm going to cure the inflation that I helped to unleash, because I was, as she likes to say, in the room when the important decisions were made. So it's a very awkward position to be a vice president running, as we've only seen once in 130-some years that an incumbent vice president gets elected president, and that was George Herbert Walker Bush in 1988. And at that point, people were saying, well, we were going to vote for Herbert Walker Bush because we really want a third Reagan term.
Right.
No one is saying we want a second Biden term.
To that point, right, how much can Donald Trump run against, and that's clearly what he's trying to do, Joe Biden?
He can't possibly do that. Someone has to take him aside, sit him down, put a cold compress on his forehead and say, Donald, you missed the part about Biden leaving the race. He clearly is having a tremendous amount of trouble being nimble and adjusting to new circumstances. Unfortunately, we want presidents who are nimble, who respond to and change in response to change circumstances. And so far, he's unable to do this.
He's been unable to do it on a couple of points. And look, this is somebody who inherently lives in the past and lives with past grievances. It's one of the reasons he got elected in 2016, but it's also one of the reasons he's having such a hard time now. Here is Donald Trump talking about the attack on him of whether he and J.D. Vance are weird, which was an attack leveled almost now 6 weeks ago. Take a listen.
There's something weird with that guy. He's a weird guy. J.D. is not weird. He's a solid rock. I happen to be a very solid rock. We're not weird. We're other things, perhaps, but we're not weird. But he is a weird guy. He walks on the stage. There's something wrong with that guy. And he called me weird. And then the fake news media picks it up. That was the word of the day. Weird, weird, weird. They're all going, but we're not weird guys. We're very solid people that want our country to be great again. I mean, it's very simple.
All right, so that was 11 times we counted. It goes on a little longer. It was more. I noticed even Sean Hannity was trying to take the shovel out of his hands.
Well, there's an old saying in politics, as you know, Leland, if you're explaining, you're losing. This is not quite explaining, but it's responding. It's being on the defensive. It's letting the other side set the terms of the argument. They called you weird, so I'll spend 11 times, whatever it was, saying, I'm not weird. Well, about the 11th time you say you're not weird, people say, that's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of what everyone's thinking. Kamala Harris is trying to do and promises to do, right, what Joe Biden didn't do in the last debate. And there was so much criticism that Joe Biden didn't attack Donald Trump enough. Here she is almost taunting, and probably not even almost, here she is taunting the schoolyard bully about saying it to my face. Take a listen.
I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say it to my face.
There's an old saying from the farm, and I'll modify it slightly, but you don't want to get into a manure fight with a farmer, right?
That's exactly right. And I think what we saw there, Leland, was a preview of coming attractions. The coming attraction is the plan she must have in her mind, or at least is being formulated, to detonate Donald Trump. She wants to leave the stage at the end of the debate with people saying, one of those, the woman, was more presidential than the other guy.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.